That drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd's...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Taking it in from the 20, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In on the stop, the 6th-round pick in 2018, Simeon Thomas. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but it'll be 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On second down, Bridgewater again. He's going to, it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch you learn, can't relate. Watch you skirt, out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk.
They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
It's third down. 3rd and 14.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A big play there, 34 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 15-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Panthers 7. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, I got him. That's me. 40. Delta. Watch the curl. He's coming. We got double up.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, and they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This time Jackson will throw it. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Panthers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
First quarter with the score, Ravens 21.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to go down again. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See, the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
40, 20. Here we go. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down. Check. 48 Mike.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
For the Panther field goal of 38 yards.
And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
31.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Panthers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from just shy of midfield. Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Dancing to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chuck Clark. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season.
4 yards.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete. Jackson. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 52, Panthers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Number 31.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. To throw again, Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Taking it about the 36. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Klein. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score, Ravens 59, Panthers 13. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A first down throw for Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this...
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete.
Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
His kick.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
48 months. Delta. Defense wins championships, baby.
Bridgewater now. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Panthers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collected, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Bridgewater to throw it. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Panther.
Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 27, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Ravens 66. Panthers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able.
He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 63 yards. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
7-yard line. A pickup of 2.
Again, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
48 for Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check, check. Fire down, fire down. Delta.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
43-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he rifles one incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Check 52.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
48. Get wild, man. 65. 65. 65.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
35-yard line.
5 down. Mike 48.
Bridgewater again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how...